Hello everybody, welcome to RS Craftworks and welcome to the Shanty Shed Workshop. And you're joining me today on the Saturday. Well, right now it is the Saturday before the deadline for the Great Guitar Build of Unofficial Challenges. So I got to get a move on. Now today luckily I'm not at work, so I have a full day to actually concentrate and actually work on this thing. So let's not delay, let's get straight on with it. Alright then, second mistake I need to confess to. If we have a quick look, you can see there's a hole. That's exactly what I was warning against. And what do? I let it happen anyway. Around there was where the barrel nut for the actual truss rod was, so I needed to widen that section of the truss rod channel out because it's a little bit wider than the rest of the rod. I used a Dremel at one point. It did start digging through, but I thought I might have gotten away with it. Bad luck. But fixing a hole like this isn't the biggest deal in the world. I have some spare material, if I can speak English. I've got some spare flame maple from the cut off at the end of the peg head there. I could just inlay a piece in there and patch it up, and won't be that much of a deal. It is a bummer, but mistakes happen, have to move on, no time to start from scratch here. So I will patch that up and we will move on. Alright then, wonky again. So I have cut out a little section of that part of the neck. Also cut out a tiny little plug. This camera is terrible at focusing, I've got to say. But it's a tiny little plug which I will install into this tiny little hole. It fits and it's tight. And I'm going to use the force of the clamp to force it in. And I am also going to use a water-based glue to stick it in. I have the alkaline glue here. The reason I'm using water-based is because water-based will actually swell the wood, which I'm hoping will start closing up some of those gaps. Start closing up some of the gaps that might be in the wood. So that should be a near invisible repair. No, but mind you, this is me doing it, so who knows, we will see what happens. But I'm just going to go ahead and glue it up, clamp it up, and then we will carry on with the carving. Alright then, so a lot of you out there are probably thinking he's forgetting quite an important part of it. Is it important? I guess it's more important for comfort more than anything. But everyone's probably thinking he's forgotten about his fretboard. And you'd be right, I literally only just thought of it now. So I will be attempting to do a compound radius, the Crimson guitar style, with a number 7 plane, my beast in this case. And yeah, just gotta, yeah, it's a heavy beast. just gotta give it a go at it and attempt to get, I don't know, 12 to 14, 14 to 12 I should say. We'll see how it goes. So that is the fretboard radius, very, very subtle compound radius. Now, judging by my eyeballs, which are at best reliable, if not lying, we start off there at about 20, can you see that? Very difficult to show on camera, but that's 20-inch radius about there. And then it starts progressing to about 16, around, I already reached my number, so I don't know what frets are which, and I can't be bothered to count. So it goes to about 16 there, evens out to about 14 here, and then ends at about 12 at the first fret. I got that one at least. So yeah, it goes from 20 to 12. Quite a steep compound radius, but then it's said to be more comfortable. You can wrap around and get your chords easily at the end, and then when you need to do soloing, I wish I knew how to do that properly, it's more comfortable. So I have achieved my compound radius, or at least a compound radius of some sort. That is the neck almost done. I've got something special planned here, so let's get on with that. So, I'm slowly going insane here because I have also decided that, alright, I've disappeared, I'm back. I've got these wings cut out, and that was always the idea for the headstock overlay. They would sit over there, it would look kind of cool. But then I decided, wings got to come from somewhere, don't they? And what's better than one dragon, but two? So I've just had this strip of purple heart. I looked at it, I thought, I could carve something out of that. 7 days left, less than 7 days left. This is Sunday now, so yeah, I've decided to try my hand at carving using these new, I got the new saber tooth burrs, if I can learn to speak. But yeah, use these, try my hand at carving and see how it turns out. This video may make it into the main video, or it might disappear from the annal of history. Who knows? Alright then, so now it's about time, gave some more attention to this body blank. I've sanded the edges around on the drum sanding machine, and now
Really got to put some thought into this now, because less than a week left. Ah! So, sorry about screaming into your ears. Headphone warning for anyone who's using headphones. I need to set out the control cavity now. So, at the front, I'm not going to use these marks because they don't look good to me anymore, but I'm going to make 3 marks because I'm only going to have a control knob, a volume knob, and a switch. So just 3 knobs because I don't really have much space because I have a dragon in the way. I'll drill all the way through without a control cavity being routed out, see where those 3 go, and then I'll make my own custom cover, and then I will go through the routing process, or I'll drill out most of it first and then try and router it, because routers aren't being friendly with me at the moment. But that's the idea. So I'll drill through, get a setup or an idea of where they're going to be, and then start routing out the control cavity. After that, got to make these deeper, and then to carving. And with the power of editing and cinema, the 3 holes are drilled all the way through. I now have an idea of where all my control pieces are going, and the jack will be around here as well. So now I've got scrap pieces of ash from the same body blank. What I will do is I'll probably just carve out a shape, or cut out a shape to make the control cavity cover here, and then use that as a template to make another template, and then I'll use that to make the routing easier. So that is the next step. Let's get to it. So, currently just setting up my control cavity. It's going to be tiny because I've only got the 3 things, and honestly I don't want it to take up that much space. But good tip, if you've got the holes drilled, put your parts in so you know you've got plenty of room to play with. Ask me how I know that one as well. Now that I've said that, I'm going to probably make a mistake somewhere, but we'll have to improvise when we get there. But that's all I'm doing at the moment. Let's see how this works out. Critical stages of the build now. Currently I'm getting ready, or I've already just started. Unfortunately I forgot to film because I am in a rush here, but I've started getting the neck pocket to size. Now I've just got to route it to depth. Hopefully this doesn't go wrong, and hopefully I can get things done on time. I'm starting to struggle here, but we'll see what happens. And we've reached quite an epic milestone. The neck and body are joined and doesn't fall off. I'm very afraid to shake it because it is kind of loose, but not that loose. Obviously I can hold it and it doesn't slip off, and it looks like a guitar now. However, awful lot of work still to do. I managed to fit the electronics so they can fit in place. I just got to wire them up along with the pickups and drill the holes for all the pickups and stuff. Need to deepen the pickup holes because they are far too shallow at the moment. And I still need to get the other wing on for Violet here. And then drill those tuner holes and get the tuners fitted as well. So, and then I've got to do the nut, then I've got to do the fretting, then I've got to do the 12th inlay, 12th fret inlay, and I've got to do all that in the evenings in the week because I am working full time and I only have evenings. So, awful lot of work to do, but I will do my best. I will try my best to get this done because I really, really want to see how I stack up against all the best builders out there. So, let's get on with it.